What's up, my hair color community? So today we have another Enviro service that is inside of the salon today, and we are getting ready to perform it on relaxed hair. Yes, you heard me, relaxed hair. So if you are curious to know if you can get a smoothing treatment on relaxed hair, this video will answer your questions. So can you tell them why you are deciding to go into this route as far as the Enviro?
Well, I want to do the Enviro because I want my hair to be healthier. Mm-hmm. And I've seen from the effect that it had on my sister's hair that there's a way to grow the relaxer out, still have your hair straight and manageable, but yet healthy without all the damage to the hair that the relaxer does. I mean, her hair, literally, when you look at it, you cannot tell that she does not have a relaxer in her hair. But it's shiny, it's healthy, it's bouncy, it's got a ton of movement in it. And when she first got it, she was suffering from the same things I'm suffering from now, where she was suffering from the thinning. Her hair had broken out. She had to get it all cut off, like I did. I had to cut all my hair off. But now you literally cannot tell that she doesn't have a relaxer, and yet her hair is natural and it's healthy.
Wow, that is amazing.
It is amazing.
So it was the Enviro that actually helped her transition.
It was the Enviro.
So your goal is to still have the relaxer look.
The relaxer look.
But you want to transition into just more of a natural straight.
Correct.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw your follow-up on that where you were talking about that people seem to be afraid of it or something.
Yeah.
Or you were talking about how people said, they wouldn't let you put something that was 400 degrees or something in their hair and all that.
I can edit the video.
And I want to see the top of my hair come back in fully.
Gotcha.
I want to see the thickening come back in, and I think not having that relaxer on there will help my hair grow back in.
Absolutely, absolutely. So today we are using the Enviro. We're using the smoothing treatment for color treated or chemically treated hair. Today I am just going to kind of use my own professional judgment when it comes to her hair. I'm going to apply the treatment, but I am going to try to play around with it. I'm going to try to use a lower temperature on her, and I'm just going to kind of get a feel to see if her hair can actually take the amount of heat that is recommended. There have been times where I've used the treatment and I've only passed through the hair once, and my client's hair was fine. So anyway, guys, you guys heard her goals. So since her hair is a little finer, I'm just going to take a little thicker section because I don't want to have too much of that product in the hair. Now, one thing with this treatment that I didn't share in the last video that I recorded maybe a year ago is that this treatment needs to set in the hair, guys. So immediately after the treatment, you don't want to do too much styling, too many curls. You do not want to use clips right after your treatment. So right now, during this initial phase where we are actually applying the treatment, it's okay. But once I start sealing this treatment in, you don't want to use any clips and things of that nature. So if you guys are not familiar with this process, you're welcome to go in the link below to actually see how to properly do this particular treatment. I have the steps and I explain all of that. All right, hair color community, so that's it for the introduction of this video. So you guys are welcome to kind of stay tuned and sit back and chill with my client and I as we have a pretty cool discussion inside of the salon. So you are welcome to join the discussion.
I definitely have wanted to color my hair for like the last 4 or 5 years because the gray really started coming in around 45. Because I've got all of this gray in my hair now. As you get older, what kind of colors do you think are more flattering to you? Because I watched your videos and y'all had a really, a lot of cool videos with the purple hair and the green hair and the red hair. But at 50, I'm not doing any purple, green, or red hair. So That's something that I'll leave to the 20s.
Right.
So what would be your recommendation, and how do you go about figuring out which colors are good for your skin?
I mean, the consultation is definitely key. I always say there is a tone for everybody. I like to figure out what you guys see, like if you have pictures that you think are great, or like when you came in, you told me you saw a wig and you applied that wig on and you loved the way that looked. These are ways you can tell the best colors for your skin tones. So even though age is a factor, at the end of the day, skin is skin. So I feel like hair color doesn't discriminate. Now, as far as the fashion colors, I've seen some awesome ladies like 60s who are rocking lavender hair, you know.
Really?
Yes. I would have to put a picture in this video.
Conservative. I would never do that.
And so color is just, I mean, that's another thing, your personality, your lifestyle. But I mean, color, I tell people color is universal. You know, you don't put any limits on it. It's all on just how you rock it. All right, hair color community. So as I finish applying my client's Enviro, she is going to kind of share with you guys one of her biggest concerns with her hair. Oh, it's grown a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my head was bald. Wow. And I started taking those vitamins, and I said, okay, it's starting to come back in now. But yeah, the top of my head was bald.
So you said Nutrilite vitamins?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So alrighty, the treatment is in, so we're gonna let this sit in for the allotted time, and then I'm gonna blow dry her, and I'm going to adjust her treatment for her particular situation because she's relaxed. Her hair is much finer. So I'm just trying to give her a good intro into becoming naturally straight, naturally heat trained, if that makes any sense, because her desire isn't to have the curly maintenance, but she definitely wants to get away from the relaxers so her hair can have a good chance of, you know, growing back, because she's been having issues
with thinning
in some areas.
And once we get healthy, then we're gonna color. And I'm gonna do orange and purple.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So the treatment is going to sit in the hair before we go to the next stage.
I have Bill Kara talking about people.
But no, because in this industry, like, you know, it makes you think that you want to get all these treatments and plastic surgeries and dermal fillers and all of that. So I was just telling her, everywhere, especially in the cosmetology industry, it is so prominent. And, you know, I'm not speaking against anything. Everybody do what they love to do. But I was thinking about, you know, like, oh, what if I get dermal fillers? And you were like, no.
No, when you are 20, don't do that. There is absolutely no reason to do that when you are 20.
I'm 31.
That is unnecessary.
Right?
Okay, 30 is the same thing as being 20, the way your body looks. So when you are 30, looking like you 20, 25, do not put a bunch of artificial junk in your body so that when you're 50, you look like you're 80.
Yeah.
Because that stuff starts sagging and falling and your skin get all messed up because you done plumped it up. And that collagen starts to shrink in your skin, and now your skin, instead of you looking like a graceful 50, you look like a Halloween 80.
Oh no.
So no.
And so I've been wondering about that, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was looking into these things, and there was a lady, she was like, oh, please don't. She was like, she started very young, and she was like, now, like, her face is stretched, like the skin has stretched so much. No. I don't want that to happen.
No.
But definitely it's a lot of pressure being online and being in this industry to kind of portray like this image of perfection. Like right now, you know, I don't even want to get on camera, but I have like this skin sensitivity around my nose right now. And so I've been trying to hide that. You know, trying to break out of my shell in an industry that is so focused on beauty. I don't know, it kind of makes you look at yourself and feel like, okay, maybe I need to fix this, or maybe I need to tweak this.
In your 30s, your 20s, your 30s, the only thing you really need is a good skincare regimen. Mm-hmm. Because your skin is still full of elasticity. It's wrinkle free. All you need is a good cleanser, a good moisturizer that'll keep your skin, you know, acne free. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all you need. When I was 20, I used to, well, I was in the Army, so I exercised all the time.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah,
I always
welcome.
admire military people.
Yeah, so I was in the Army for 11 years, but I exercised all the time. I drank a lot of water, and people would be like, wow, what kind of foundation do you use? And it's like, there's no makeup on my skin at all.
Sweat, the little heat, good salt water.
Absolutely no makeup was on my skin at all.
Yeah.
And they would be like, no way, you gotta have something on. No, you don't need it when you're that young.
Right.
Because your skin looks great.
Mm-hmm. And to that blood circulation, it's even the same with hair. The more active you are, like I tell people, all of it starts, eternal. Eternal, okay? All right. Yes, Jesus, I hear you. But it's internal, so that makes sense even with skin. And that's one of the things I am getting back into this season, like even 10 minutes on the treadmill, just to get my blood circulating, just to get my heart pumping, and to, produce that kind of sweat. Because I noticed when I was working out, I was at my best self. Like my skin looked great, my body looked great. And then you feel great. When you look good, great. You feel good. And then everything else in your life kind of blossoms as well, because you feel good and you want to do more stuff. Like now I'm like, oh, I want to do some new things to my suite, because I feel good inside. And so, yeah, but I appreciate you for that, because I told my mom, I was like, listen, I'm thinking about getting these little Restylane, whatever, derma fillers. And she was like, girl, please, like, what are you talking about?
Yes,
and I was like, you see it all the time, like even on this platform, like you see people who look to be my age or maybe even younger, and they're getting these treatments, and then you see them and they look flawless. You like, you don't even wear makeup. Why does your makeup looks like this, and why does mine look like this? And so you're comparing yourself, but then like you said, you have to think about down the line, like you're gonna, when you don't have to get it, why would you get it? Because you're gonna put yourself in a position to where you have to, like it's necessary, because the maintenance on that in the long run is you're gonna have to keep doing it once you do it. I mean, you got too many stars around you now who have done it, and then you see them 10, 15, 20 years later, and they look a hot mess. It's like, okay, you're 40 and you look every bit of 60 because of stuff you've done to your body, because when you're 40 you want to look like you're 20. Age gracefully. Don't do all of that. And a lot of people too, we're in a society, it's like, of course, everybody say do what makes you happy, but then also happiness is fleeting, so it's like you have to love yourself for who you are today, because if you are saying this is what makes you happy, 10, 15 down the line, you're not happy. And so it really starts from within, so you always want everybody to live their best life, to be their best selves, but also not to be dependent on, things that are temporary. If you can fully love who you are and how God created you, everything else would be like, oh, it's gone with the wind. It's just like, because that's one of the things that I worry about too, because some people will get so used to that, and so it's like they're never happy because they can never achieve this level of perfection that they're trying to run after.
Yeah, be happy with who you are before you start trying to fix the external. Get the internal right. Right. And then once you get the internal right, the external usually falls into place. And then if you have to do something to the external to make yourself feel a little bit better about how you look, then do that. But make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Right. Because if you look in the mirror and you're beautiful, I mean, take Whitney Houston. After she died, everybody talked about how insecure she was. And even Kevin Costner talked about how she never saw herself as beautiful. Wow. She was beautiful. She was talented. She was just a gorgeous woman, had an amazing voice. So how could she look at herself and not think that she was beautiful? Right. That's, to me, it was so sad. And make sure that you're doing stuff for the right reasons. If you look at yourself and you don't see beauty, before you start messing with the outside, you need to start taking a look on the inside and getting what's going on the inside of you right. Yeah, and figure out what's making you make the decisions that you're doing. Are you looking at certain things? Are you paying attention to the trends? Because like I tell people, trends come and go. 1 minute, like for example, my grandmother, to be honest, she had hips and she was thick and a very voluptuous woman, and at the time she was telling me how when I was born
you know, smaller frames were more in style, but she was like, it was a time back in my day when thick women was there. And so now thickness is in again. And then, you know, the industry just, it does this little bitty roller coaster. So at the end of the day, you just have to be happy with knowing that you're beautiful no matter what. And there's nothing that you can do on the outside that can help that if your inside is
absolutely
not together. So I guess it's a no when it comes to
yeah, no, that's a definite no.
I know. All right, so I'm getting ready to just blow dry the hair. Again, if you guys are interested in understanding this full process, I do have a full video on the Chi Enviro smoothing treatment. But guys, yes, I hope you guys actually took something away from the conversation. Now, there is no way, shape, or form am I speaking against those who actually go and get plastic surgery and these cosmetic enhancements. I'm just hoping this video can actually encourage somebody, because my client encouraged me. As you guys heard in the video, I've actually considered it. You know, there's been times where I've actually considered it. So this isn't a jab at all. It is simply a message to help spread encouragement and to remind ourselves that we are beautiful just the way we are. And at the end of the day, we have to be content with what we see in the mirror. All the time, I think I'm recording and it's just like, all right, guys, so we finished her Chi Enviro. So I did give her a little shaping. I've said in my, well, I didn't say this in the other video, but after the Chi Enviro, you don't want to do too many hard curls or anything like that. A little slight bump in the hair is okay, but if you can keep it as straight as possible, that's usually ideal. But typically clients like to walk out with a little something, so like a soft bump in the hair is fine. So like I said, I just went in and gave her a trimming. We finished her Enviro. Now the hair will feel a little stiff afterwards because that treatment is still in the hair. It has to set in the hair for, like I told you guys, 24 to 48 hours. They've done a little adjusting with the smoothing treatment since I last used it on this channel. So you always want to follow the manufacturer's instructions. But today I did just a slight adjustment. I only used 390, guys, but I still did the 5 passes, and she has a relaxer and her hair is not burnt. Okay. Does your hair smell burnt?
No.
Was the scent like offensive?
No. And if it was, I would have said something.
And that's one of the things really why I like the Chi Enviro, to be honest, guys. Like, I can sit in the salon and don't have to have like a whole lot of fans blowing because of the fumes. It's really more of a natural smoothing treatment, so that's why I prefer it personally. And so yeah, these are the results. My client told you her reasoning for choosing to go with the Chi Enviro, and you said you heard about me. How did you hear about?
From the Farouk Systems website.
From the Farouk? Oh, okay, from the website. And then you also started looking at the videos and stuff, like you said, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Took me to your YouTube channel and your Facebook channel.
Oh wow! Did you get that from the website, or you just saw that through?
Well,
like,
I saw your name, your information and stuff on the Farouk Systems website, and when I put it in, it brought up your YouTube channel and your Facebook.
Really? Mm-hmm. But I am certified with using this system. Typically, when I'm taking the sections, I'll take one section, I'll put the treatment, then take another section, don't put the treatment. But since her hair was a little softer, a little finer, I really did like every other 2 sections, like because I didn't really want that product to be extremely weighed down on her head. So you definitely need to make your use your professional judgment when you're using systems like this. And like I said, I only use 390 degrees. Typically you want to use 410 degrees, but since her hair was finer and she was relaxed, I believe the 390 was okay, and her hair, it did fine. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and our little conversations, and it was so great to have you. Thank you so much for sharing with my audience, you know, because we have so many different people who have different hair goals, and I always say we need to respect that, and just we want to set everybody up as a professional in a successful route for their lifestyle. So whether you're relaxed, whether you choose to use smoothing treatments, heat train, color, whatever it is, it's about being thoroughly educated with that so you can take care of your hair in its best state. Whatever you're with, you want to make sure you're taking care of it at its best. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later, Haircolor community. Bye.
Stay tuned because we're going to get rid of this grave. That's next.